take nothing away from Wasps' hugely impressive victory against La Rochelle, but the absence of Victor Vito, Lavani Boscher, Pierre Aguillon and Jason Eaton from the starting 15 must be taken into consideration. Wasps certainly learnt from their mistakes of 7 days previous, however, were far more physical in the collisions and had Danny Cipriani and Fine Fettel at fly half. It is not so long ago that Wasps were in somewhat of a crisis, languishing down towards the foot of the Premiership table amid a terrible run of injuries. Elliot Daly may yet face a spell on the sidelines after going off injured, but the treatment room is clearing and Wasps have a genuine chance of qualifying for the knockout stages of this competition. Especially as they still have Harlequins, who shipped more than 50 points at Ulster, to play. Gerard Maher Pool 1 match Wasps 213 La Rochelle Pool 2 Saracens have won the last 2 European titles, but their prospects of a hat-trick now rest on dodging a Welsh bullet. Next month's tie between Ospreys and Sarries in Swansea looks set to be kill-a-cure in terms of the champions' qualification prospects, with Clermont now odds to secure a home quarter-final. All concerned, however, will be praying for more officiating consistency than was on show at the Stade Marcel Michelin, where the Irish referee Andrew Brace and his TMO Simon McDowell struggled to strike a reasonable balance and infuriated the home supporters. If timing issues are now a mitigating factor when players collide in the air, where does that leave players previously binned for similar hairline indiscretions this season? Robert Kitson Pool 2 matches Clermont Auvergne 2,421 Saracens Ospreys 3,215 Northampton Pool 3. You have to do your time in these competitions. La Rochelle may yet argue otherwise, but Exeter, who have done their time in the Premiership, clinching it last season, are finding that mere excellence alone is not enough in Europe. You need to find the way to victory at all costs. Leinster have done their time, and there they sit, poised to take the pool. Glasgow, who are a champion side as well, have learnt even more painful lessons than Exeter, while Montpellier are an interesting case. There are plenty of champions among their ranks, but the club itself is the least experienced of all in the art of winning. Theirs is a straight fight with Exeter, whom they visit next round, for runners-up. Michael Aylwin Pool 3 matches Leinster 2,217 Exeter Montpellier 3,626 Glasgow Pool 4 Peter O'Mahony committed his future to Munster last week, and on the evidence of his performance at Welford Road it is a considerable coup indeed. He, Chris Cleat and CJ Stander were again hugely influential for the Irish province, and while Leicester knew it was coming and did their utmost to combat it, bringing the more physical Mike Williams onto the open side, ultimately the Tigers paid the price for their indiscipline. It is worth pointing out, however, that Leicester came into this European doubleheader on the back of a heavyweight tussle with Wasps and now face Saracens and Exeter in consecutive matches. It is important not to take away from Munster's performance, but the Premiership is hardly set up in a manner that benefits its clubs in Europe. Leicester still have matches against Racing 92 and Castres, the former claiming a bonus point win over the latter this weekend, but they can start narrowing their focus to the Premiership after this defeat. Gerard Maher Pool 4 matches Racing 92,297 Castres Leicester 1625. Munster Pool 5, the closest of the 5 groups, looks like going down to the final weekend with 1 point separating the top 3 sides. Bath are ahead of Toulon on points difference, with the Scarlets 1 point behind, Built having played Treviso twice. The Italians have not been the easy beats of previous years, but they can expect an onslaught in the next round when they visit the Stade Maillol. Toulon's habit, until last Saturday, of winning matches in the final moments, has left them with a points difference of +1 compared to Bath's 29, and with the Premiership side in Italy on the final weekend, they will need to cash in. Bath's next match is at home to the Scarlets, and the manner of their victory over the 3-times champions, aggressive defence supplemented by clinical finishing in what was their most impressive performance of the season, gives them something to live up to. Paul Rees Pool 5 matches Bath 2,621 Toulon Treviso 1231 Scarlets